Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jani, and this is a cross stitch channel where I talk about cross stitch, projects, materials, topics related to cross stitch. If this is your first time here in my channel, welcome. I hope you have a great time. I am a Mexican stitcher and I love to share my love for cross stitch and talk about my adventure with projects and new plans and plans that almost never I go through. But I really enjoy to share this this experience as a stitcher. I hope you like this channel, and if you think it's a good idea, you can subscribe and click the button, the bell to for notification when I upload a new video. I usually make my videos weekly, one in Spanish and one in English, and I like to share almost the same topics, in each language. But for example, in this type of videos, which are stitch with me, where we can talk and share a little while we are stitching, and I talk different topics in English and in Spanish, but yeah, I hope you find this channel entertaining. Yeah. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you very much for being here with me. Yeah, thank you for your support and your company and all your comments. Thank you very much. And here I am stitching the Mirabilia by Nora Corbett. This is Nightingale. Let me show you Nightingale that I started a few days ago, and I love her so much. She's such a beautiful design. I'm stitching her in a Lugana 32 that I dyed, and of course you cannot really see the true color of the fabric, but it's really pretty. And I'm stitching this Lugana 32 with one thread of DMC. I'm using DMC and CXC flosses. These flosses, CXC, are made are polyester, but I really like to mix in my projects different materials and make conversions. For example, here I changed the color of her skin and I adapt a little bit the back stitch of her face, but yeah, it's practically the same but a little darker. And I'm stitching what can I say, like country stitch, how do you say, where I'm following one color and then without much order. I just want to stitch colors that I like it in that moment and motifs that I like it in that moment. For example, here these blue flowers are so beautiful and I like them so much that I the moment I felt like I could reach this motif, I start. Yeah, but they are so pretty, and I'm stitching different parts of this enormous skirt. So yeah, I also stitch these like floating flowers. So yeah, I really playing with with my project and the order in which I'm stitching this. It's very whimsical, very me. And I was thinking that I'm very much like that as a teacher. I don't really have a proper rotation, so I'm very much stitching what I want when I want it, where I want it, because I stitch everywhere. So yeah, I really enjoy having that freedom in my projects. So yeah, in this one in particular, I'm very much me. It's a very personal project. So yeah, I am playing all around. The moment I start having, um, finding mistakes, and some of the stitches won't match with the rest of the design, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess just fudging the spaces, and because I'm not going to frog any of this, so I'm guessing my Nightingale dress is going to be a little different here and there. But yeah, I don't worry too much about it. I'm trying to enjoy. So yeah, this is my progress. Right now I'm stitching this blue like ribbon in the edge of the skirt, and I am trying to reach a beautiful blue roses in the skirt. So yeah, I don't know, I guess I'm stitching this project like a sampler. You start working on the border, and then you get a little tired, and you start with motifs in the center of the sampler, and then you stitch a little more of the border. And I guess I'm doing that that stitching way here, because instead of stitching the skirt with certain order and in certain way, I'm just jumping from here to there, stitching the motifs, or in this case the areas that I like it. So yeah, I don't know if that is correct or not, but I'm loving it so far. And talking about what is correct and what is not correct, I usually talk about the different methods to cross stitch, and they are different techniques and ways to stitch, but I don't believe that there is a better way to stitch, or the only way to stitch should be just one or the other, because we stitch the way we feel comfortable with. We stitch the way we enjoy our stitching. So sometimes I receive comments or questions asking me if I could teach the better way to stitch, or how to make the perfect backside of a stitchy piece. And I know how to do that, and I know several methods, even with hoops or Q-snap or frames, and but I don't think of those methods as the best way. They are just different ways of doing cross stitch. I think that the main purpose should be finding the better way for you, the better method for you, the way that you feel comfortable, you enjoy your time stitching, and also considering that this way that you are stitching right now could be different with time, because the way I stitch is different from the way I used to stitch 5 years ago, or 10 years ago, or 35 years ago, or and I change the way I stitch. I change the materials that I use. I have changed my taste. I like different things, and yeah, it's an evolution. It's not an static a hobby or craft. We are with our knowledge and our experience, we make this hobby rich and different and modern and classic and inspirational. So yeah, it's there are only different ways to do things. For example, with this project, I am stitching Nightingale, and many stitchers around the world are also stitching Nightingale, and it's different from mine. I'm using my own fabric, and I'm using different colors and different flosses, and even though two stitchers share the same materials and the same kit, and they use the all the identical parts of a design, at the end it's going to be different. It's not going to be identical because we stitch differently, and we are unique as stitchers. So enjoy that differences, enjoy your individuality. I always talk how we have the chance to make this project our own, and perhaps you don't want to change anything, and that's perfect and that's great, but having that option of change a little thing, and if you love a design but you don't like really the blue color, you can change it to purple, to red, to orange, to green, and at the end it's your time, it's your project, these are your materials, and you can have this freedom and you can enjoy that opportunity. So yeah, I don't remember what I was talking, but yeah, at the end, talking about cross stitches, it's so it's a passion of mine, as you can tell. Let me see. I'm going to use a different color, so let me put this on place, and I'm going to start for my birthday in a few days. On February 21st is my birthday. I usually celebrate with a new start. So if you like to celebrate with me, I'm going to be starting a new sampler. So yeah, I was talking about for my birthday, I'm going to start a sampler from Jacob from Mother Folk Embroidery, and it's called Winter City, and it's so beautiful. So yeah, I'm going to start that project, and I'm really happy. I'm going to stitch the blue part, and I'm just need to pick my fabric, because I have a few options. So yeah, I will post pictures in my Instagram when I start that project. It's so pretty, and I was showing this project to my mom, and she was saying me, you know what, this type of samplers, or dechados, muestrarios, as we call here in Spanish, they are very similar to the one that her grandmother, my great grandmother, used to stitch, with these motifs like little houses and borders and ornaments in color blue. So my mom really really liked it, and she said, oh, it's so pretty, it's like the one your abuelita Nati, my great grandmother Nati, used to stitch. So yeah, it's a family tradition, I guess. So I'm really really happy, and I'm going to stitch that sampler with rayon flosses, and they are really really shiny and pretty, and yeah, I'm going to see. I have two blue colors that I probably will pick the darker one, but yeah, I will see. I'm really happy, and if you want to celebrate with me, you can start a new project, and you can blame me for that. I have a hashtag in Spanish. It's called Gianni me dio permiso. Gianni let me do it, or give me permission. So yeah, you can blame me, and you can start anything you want, because it's my birthday and I'm inviting you to celebrate. So yeah. Okay, yeah, I will finish this like ribbon here and start the blue roses over here. So pretty. Let me check. Yeah, I'm going to make some roses. I will post a picture on my Instagram later. If you don't follow me on Instagram, please do. If you like, I post pictures and reels and stories, and yeah, sometimes I make live videos, mostly in Spanish, but we can talk and stitch a little bit. So yeah, this is my stitch with me video of this week. I'm going to try to make some more progress on this beautiful design. Loving this blue color, so rich and so pretty. These blue flowers are so beautiful and so simple, and they look really striking. I really like them. So yeah, I'm going to finish this part and stitch a blue rose here. Yeah. So I hope you have a great week. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, stitch a lot. And I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.